Hello everyone, my name is Denise Davies, and today this session is about the introduction to social media. First of all, let's talk about the importance of social media. Why is social media important for your business, or in your case for film, and how does it help you to promote and market yourself? 82% of small businesses say that word-of-mouth marketing is the most effective way to market their business and find new customers. 14% of people trust ads, whereas 78% of people trust consumer recommendations. Also, permission is a good thing when we're talking about marketing. When you're marketing to a person who has requested information, it's much better than sending out information to people who are not interested or who don't want to hear from you. For example, people who like a brand on Facebook, or if they follow a brand on Twitter, or if they subscribe to a brand email newsletter, are more likely to buy and to recommend. Now, in terms of film marketing, this is similar. We're talking about a brand here, but we could be talking about a film. So people who like a film or who like a project, if you've created a Facebook page, they are more likely to support you than a person who has not followed you on Facebook or Twitter. Social media is also more than just sending out messages. It gives you the opportunity to listen and respond, and then to really build a relationship with the people that are on your list. So to be responsive, you should view your Facebook page or your Twitter feed and respond to any questions or suggestions that come in there. And remember that building a relationship, you don't need to speak social media language. You just talk yourself. So talk about your project, talk about your film, talk about the things that you're doing to promote your film, and make yourself a real person online so that people will be responding to you as a person. Using social media, the path to success is to be consistent and patient. These things don't happen automatically, and they don't happen overnight, just as soon as you build your page or start your Twitter feed. These are relationships that you build over time. So it's wise to start building this early on in your project so that you have the opportunity to create a bigger list by the time you've actually are ready to do your full marketing. To be an effective social media marketer, you need first of all to invest some time talking and listening. Here it's suggested 10 to 15 minutes a day, but it might be starting at a smaller number than that, maybe even just 5 minutes a day. And have a plan for creating engaging content. So content is really an important part of why people continue to follow you, whether it's on Facebook or Twitter or other social media. So it's more than just saying, please sponsor my project. You have to give interesting content that shows what's happening and how things are moving along and how people are getting involved. And find the right tools. There are many social media tools that can help you to save time, and we'll be discussing that in some other sessions. Some of the best practices involved with social media is, first of all, to have a strategy, have a plan. Find out who are your customers or who are your sponsors, who is your potential audience, what is your business or what is your project, what is your film, and what are your objectives. Are you looking for sponsors? Are you looking for donors? Are you looking for people to be in your film? Are you looking for people to participate as in-kind sponsors? If you're talking about fundraising, what is the plan that you have in place for reaching funders, and how can social media help you engage those people? And think of the different parts of social media and how you can build a consistent voice across these different platforms. So for example, if you have a Facebook page about your film and you also have a Twitter feed about your film, you can use similar content in each of those, and they may be reaching some of the same people, but they probably are reaching different people. Some people will like Twitter better than they will like Facebook, for example. And as mentioned before, be interactive. So if a person does respond, or if they like you, or they follow your Twitter feed, respond to that. Thank them, invite them to do something else, and build that relationship over time. And also, since the tools on the internet keep changing, this is always a learning process. There's always new things that are coming out. And when you first start out, you might not feel very comfortable with some of the tools, but you're going to learn over time. So don't expect that you're going to do everything on day one. A little bit more detail about Facebook. For Facebook, there are over 1 million people using Facebook pages. And these are really all ages, races, and locations. They are all spread across the globe. It's everyone from young people up to seniors, and every part of the world that has access to the internet is really engaged with Facebook. People share their experiences. The power of Facebook is that if I make a comment and say that I like a particular page, my friends will see that. And the fact that they see that helps you to spread the word to that additional batch of people. So it kind of works like word of mouth in the real world, in the personal world, or like networking in the real world, where you tell a friend, oh, I went to such and such a restaurant and it was really great. The chances of them going there is much better than if they had never heard about the place at all, or if they had just seen an ad about it. People on Facebook choose to like things, or they choose to comment on things. And you can start doing this yourself about related pages and businesses. That helps to build your contacts also. Half of the people who connect with Facebook are involved with businesses or nonprofits. So it's not just personal on Facebook, people saying where they went out to eat and so on. It's actually people who are in business or working in nonprofits that are using the Facebook to get the word out, build awareness, build their mailing list and so on, and to help them to promote their brand. Here's a few statistics on Facebook. Just let me make this a little bigger so that you can see it. This is just really showing an overall breakdown. The numbers are not so important. Just to show that the pie chart on the left and the graph on the right is showing the different age groups. And you can see that both the younger groups, ages 13 to 17, the middle groups from 18 to 25, 26 to 34, and up to 44, those are kind of like the highest numbers. But in every age group from 13 up to, this stops at 45, but actually seniors are one of the fastest growing lists on the internet as well. So no matter what your project is about, you will probably find some people that will be interested in it on the internet. We will be having a basic session about Facebook that talks about setting up your personal profile page, how you set up a business page, how to make some of the settings, and the types of posts you can make and how to go about making a post, how to use photos and video, and how to promote your page and build the number of people that follow you. And then how to look at the Facebook Insights. So that will be a completely other session that's going to be about Facebook. That's kind of the Facebook basic. The more advanced section of Facebook, the Facebook Advanced session, will be how to manage your friends. If you have several hundred friends on Facebook. There are some interesting tools that you can use now to contact and to watch specific subgroups of your friends. How to integrate Facebook with your website. How to create a welcome page on your Facebook page. How to think about using Facebook AdWords as a way of promoting your project. And the value of liking other pages on Facebook to promote your page, and why you should join groups, and the types of interactions that you can and should do on Facebook. In this graphic here, this is kind of my vision of how social media fits together. When we talk about social media, we do need to have basic information about the different types of social media, but it's a good idea to have one place that you think of as being your hub. And if you think of your website as being your hub, this is your website here in the center, each of the things that you do, whether it's blogging or using Facebook or using LinkedIn or creating a video place like YouTube, or adding your photos onto Flickr, for example, all of these should be able to fit together so that you don't duplicate what you're doing and that you get as much benefit from any content that you create over time. So if you think of your network as being like a spider web where everything kind of points to each other, there's a lot of benefit from that, because as far as the search engines are concerned, the search engines like to have links going from one place to another. Now, if you are writing a blog and you link to your website, then that gives extra links back to your website, and it increases your visibility on the internet. So that when people use the search engine, you're more likely to be found if you're using similar links and keywords in both your blog and your website. And the same thing is true with Facebook and website and so on. So each of the tools is an independent thing, but there are ways of integrating the content and getting the benefit of having more than one area that you're reaching out to build your audience. The main thing is not to feel overwhelmed by having too many new things to try at the same time. So don't try and do everything at once, but don't give up either. Start with one social media, whether that's Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter. Get comfortable with that. Try it out for, let's say, a month and do postings, set up your profile, get everything in order and feel that you know how to manage it okay. And then the next month add in the next social media. So you might decide to start with Facebook and then add in Twitter. Figure out how to integrate those tools as you add them in, integrating them with your website, integrating Twitter and Facebook, or integrating Twitter and your website, so that they start to work together. And then in your overall strategy, decide what type of content you're going to be posting, and on a regular basis start gathering content, whether that's something that you're writing, photos that you're taking, short video clips. All of these are potential content sources. Start organizing this and saving it on your computer in an easy place to find it, so that as you start with your social media, you'll very easily be able to upload these things from your computer. That's the end of the introductory session for social media. Take a look at this, put your questions together, and then we will have separate sessions, as I said, for each of the different types of social media.